Where are you from, by the way? Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. My name is Mirella.
Yeah.
I'm 27
Mm-hmm.
years old and I'm from Brazil.
Brazil.
Yes. And
Okay.
you?
I'm Haris. I'm 25. Actually, I'm from Indonesia, but I'm living in Turkey now. For 7 years. I've been living in Turkey for 7 years. So,
Yes. Sorry, your name is how I
you can
pronunciate
Haris.
Haris.
Mm-hmm.
Haris. Okay.
Okay, you can call me Haris. Mirella. Normally in my country there is, I think, Mira. Uh, I think in Brazil it's Mirella. It's common name. Is it a common name?
Yes. Is it common? It's a common name.
What does it mean, Mirella?
I don't know.
Uh,
What means your name?
mm, my name is Riski Haris, which is Riski. It means prosperity. Do you know?
Yes.
Uh,
Repeat.
pros
Prosperity.
prosperity. It's
Prosperity.
mean money. Uh,
Yes,
so
I understood. It's
uh,
because I never uh, uh, heard this
ah,
word prosperity in English.
okay.
So I never say this word.
Yeah, actually, like it's quite common. It's been like I hope the best prosperity for you, any kind of that. And Harris, it's been like a security. It's like a police.
Mm.
So it's been like someone who is guarding the money, I think. So yeah, it's kind of that. But I don't know much about Brazil. So like yeah,
I don't know much about your country too. Where
really.
you living now? Yes. How is the things there? Is correct? I say this.
Yeah. You mean in I am living in Turkey now, by the way. So I'm from Indonesia, but I'm living in Turkey. I will just explain the thing in Turkey because I'm not living in Indonesia, so I cannot say anything about it. But in Turkey, we have this kind of regulation. We have curfew here. Curfew.
What is this? What this means?
It's mean like time limitation. Let's say this: you can go out every day in the morning from 5 until 9. So from 5 a.m. in the morning until 9 evening, you can go out. After 9, you cannot be outside anymore.
Um, because the pandemic.
Yes, because of the pandemic. I am 25.
So what do you do for work? Do you only work if from I talk?
No, actually, I'm doing my master in Istanbul, and I'm doing it in biochemistry. I'm doing my master in biochemistry in
Good.
medicine. Uh-huh. So normally, act- I'm writing my thesis now. Actually, I'm reading my thesis paper. So, uh-huh. Mm,
Your test is about what?
it's about endometrium cancer. Uh,
Good.
so I'm still writing it. So but I just started. So I don't know what will happen. I'm just reading for now. Nothing much.
So did you do a search for this?
Mm, uh, have you done the research for that example?
Let's write this phrase to me because have let me check the phrase. Have you done the ser- the
The
research?
research. Mhm. Not the experiment one, but I just what's it? I'm still doing the literature, so just the papers for now. The experiment, I think I'm going to do it 3 months later.
Next year.
I hope 3 months later. I hope 3 months later. Next year will be long time. But I'm not sure because of the pandemic situations. It's going to be hard
Okay.
for this research. Yeah, it's like that. So in the morning, I study for my master, but normally in what is it? Evening, I'm also teaching English in language academy in Istanbul.
Um,
It's kind of like that.
a lot of things to do.
Yeah, I have to. I'm alone in Istanbul, so that's why.
You're living alone?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm just alone. I'm living with my friends, but my family is in my country, so it's kind of like that. I have to do what I had to do.
I got it. So tell me, how did you learn English?
Actually, I think I learned English also same like others people, like in the school first time. But the thing is, when I was in middle school, probably all of the lesson was in English. So every day I speak English because all of the lesson, the mathematics, biology, chemistry, everything English.
How many language do you speak?
For I, of course, Indonesian, English, Turkish, and also there is Acehnese. It's my local language. Aceh.
Ha- Chinese.
Uh-huh. Acehnese. My local language. So like yeah, and I understand a little bit of Malay, uh, Malaysian, because it's little similar with Indonesia. So yeah, it's kind of like that.
Uh,
Anyway,
Tell me about the education in your country, like where you did your high school.
uh, I I came from a small village actually, a small city, I will say, not small village. So like, what is it? I graduated from what is it, elementary school there, and then my middle school. But I got scholarship. Scholarship. hmm
Yes,
I got
I
the
have
scholarship
country.
letter to private high school, which is like really good. That's how I learned my English actually, because in also in my high school, all the lesson is in English. It was private, so I went to the high school, and then it's in another city. So I moved to a bigger city, the capital city. So I moved there. I lived in dormitory for 3 years. Yeah, it was like that. And then later I decide myself I don't want to study in Indonesia. I want to try something else. So I applied to several countries, Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, and also Turkey. I got accepted in Turkey, so I came to Turkey for my university. Um, so that's
So before you uh, start your high school, you didn't know English?
Not really. I think I was a good student. So like yeah, I think I was a good student. So like I know the grammars, I know everything, but maybe I didn't do much practice. Later in for the middle school also, the thing is this: in my middle school, the teacher was Indonesian, so we don't really speak the English. Okay, the teachers speak English, but the student also didn't really speak it with English because it was hard for middle school students at that time. But when I moved to my high school, this teacher was foreigners. So the teacher was not Indonesian. So we have to speak English with them. So that's what make me better in English. I think that's way.
Yes. It's because this I chose learning English online because I think when you are talking with another person from another country, you need to force yourself to talk in English. So I make some mistakes
It's normal.
because I have never studied grammar.
Mm,
I only learn here online. So I think it's better when you study online with another person for another country.
that's great. So you never studied English, so you just speak it like it.
Yes, yes.
For
Before
how
I start my class online, I
long?
was at an institute for learning English. I
Mhm.
school with learn English for us for 5 months, I think. But there I didn't have someone to talk. It's only in the books, and I don't like so much this.
It was boring.
Yes, boring. So I start learning English like this, talking with another person.
Good decision, I think. I always taught this to my another student also. Even if you don't understand, I mean, like it's normal to make mistake when you are learning. You have to make mistake for you to improve to be better.
Yeah.
That's what I always said. Anyway, what about yourself? Tell me about your education.
Um, we have public and private
Right.
schools here, private schools here. I study
Study.
I study my first years
Mm,
in a
private.
private school,
Mm-hmm.
but my high school I did it I did is correct
Mm-hmm.
in a public school.
Public school.
Public school, yes. The education is not so good.
Mm,
It's really different from the private school.
mm-hmm.
When I finish my high school, I start my university degree.
Okay.
Here we have a public university. It's a good thing. In my
Mm-hmm.
country, I like this.
Yeah, nice. Mm-hmm.
What do you like about where you live in now?
Turkey is a really different country, to be honest. How can I say? You know, like Turkey located in both of Asia and also Europe. So, example now, I live in the European side, but at the same time also it's connected with a bridge. We call it Bosporus Bridge, connect the continents. It's really beautiful, to be honest. And the historic, I'm living in Istanbul. Istanbul is really different. It's a beautiful. The people also like really good. The thing is with the Istanbul, it's so big that's so crowded. I think now in Istanbul the population it's about 18 million in Istanbul, 18 million population. So it's really, really crowded. That's one problem that I have, to be honest.
What do you think about learn English? What do you think is more important to do about learn English?
I always
Like
say
speak, read, or the kind
speaking.
of thing.
To be honest, like I always say, speaking. Even if you don't understand, start with listen. So first you listen to people. There is this thing, example, I'm learning Chinese. So like I cannot write the Chinese, but when Chinese people speak, I understand what they are saying because I feel comfortable with the Chinese because I always listen. That's what I do. So even if you can't speak, start it with listening. After that, when you feel comfortable with the English, just say whatever you want to say. Don't care about the mistake. So say everything about it. Maybe after that you can start writing. If maybe for some student the common problem in Turkey is this, they are very good with the structure, with the grammar. They are very good with it, but the problem is they can't speak at all. That's the biggest mistake. So they only learn the grammar, but they can't speak. So I did this. Write first. After you write, and then you tell me, and then write and tell me. I did it with some of my students. It worked.
Yes,
So
I got
it's
it.
kind of for the students. Mm,
I
yeah.
think if you don't speak, you what why learn so if
Yeah.
you don't want to speak with another person?
There is this, I don't know, that in some student there is this, oh teacher, I'm afraid to make mistakes. They say that, example.
Yeah,
So like, I don't know what to do when they said, I'm afraid to make mistakes, to be honest, because they don't want to speak. What can I do?
yeah,
So like, speak.
yes. I think we learn with the mistakes.
Yeah, that's it.
Actually, I don't know when I start to speak. I don't remember when I don't understand, and then I can understand everything. I don't remember when
That
happened this.
that's it actually. It takes time. It takes time. Some students get angry. Teacher, I can't speak English. One month we are together. So like example, they said it like this. Okay, so 1 month we are together, and then I can't understand. There is no improvement. Of course, there is no improvement. I said you don't speak. I always tell you speak. So
Yeah. Yes, I
it.
like make mistakes because means I am learn,
Um,
and yes, and I I am ashamed. It's
yeah.
correct.
No, don't. This is okay. Anyway, I'm curious about this. Have you ever been abroad?
I
Have
didn't understand.
Have you been abroad?
Abroad is what I forgot.
Abroad, it's mean like to another country. So did you get
Oh yes, yes. I have never traveled for another country.
uh, always in Brazil?
Always in Brazil for another state.
Like, I think. Do you like traveling? I think you don't like traveling.
I like travel.
You are traveling, but only in Brazil.
No, I have planned to travel for another country. It's because it's really expensive
Yeah.
here to travel for another country.
Mm, that's the problem. What about the weather in Brazil, by the way? I didn't know. It's always hot? No.
It's always hot. Yes, we have rainy days, but it's hot. It's always hot. We don't have snow here.
You don't have snow.
Yes, I think in the south of Brazil we have snow, but it's small.
Hmm. I think Brazil and Indonesia is same then. We also don't have snow in Indonesia. I mean, like, yeah, Brazil is tropical.
It's tropical, yes.
Indonesia, it's also tropical. So, yeah, that's why. What about Amazon? Have you been to Amazon? Is it near to your city?
No, it's not near, but
Mhm.
and I never went there. Is correct? In the past, when
Mhm.
I say
I've
in the past,
never been there. I've
I
never
never
been.
been there.
Mhm. Understood. Do you like to live in big city or small city?
Um, I have never lived in a big city. I always live in here in this city.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small city, but I like living here. We have what we need.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We have in university, we have everything.
Say it's like small and comfortable.
Yes, small and comfortable.
Anyway, do you have another question? I think if you don't have, I will stop our session here.
Yes, it's good to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have other questions.
Okay. Thank you, Dan. It's nice to talk to you, Mirella. Mirella. Is it Mirella or Mirella? How to say it?
Mirella.
Mirella. Okay, Mirella.
Yes.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Dan.
Nice
Mirella.
to meet
Okay.
you. Thank you
Uh,
for this class.
you are welcome. See you again another time. Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care.
Take care.